What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Skuffed Cast. Today, I am here with my two co-hosts, Bumpkin and Ryan, aka Scrubby. So, what's up, boys?
Yo. Dom, you
Now
said the intro wrong. Are you that out of practice, bro?
Dude, did I say it different? I feel like I said something off.
Yeah, you
what
didn't
do I
say
usually
the
say?
podcast where the quality is literally in the name. You missed that part.
Oh, my bad. See, I'm out of touch because we didn't record last week.
Oh, yeah, and your internet, Mr. Poo-Poo Stinky Head.
Yeah, there's multiple reasons why everything has been off recently. But we're back now. Everything is good.
Basically, Dom tried to quit. We had to beg him not to. Dom, please don't quit, please.
On our knees.
No, I didn't try to quit. I said if you want to kick me out, it's fine.
And we
because
said
I would,
no.
I would kick me out too, low key.
And then I pleaded for him to stay because he was so obviously inclined to leave.
I gave him all my bank account information and told him to take whatever he wanted because I just wanted him to stay.
Yeah, it was quite a dramatic scene. You should have been there. It was crazy.
Yo, anyways, guys, you ready? Let's get into this. In news that no one should be surprised by, I guess Jake Paul was at a party in Ohio.
Oh wow, what news?
Oh wow. The only thing I will say is genuinely this is kind of a good reason for the fighters not to fight him, because he's not gonna take the quarantining seriously. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand why he'd go back to Ohio to have a party. Like, no offense or anything to Ohio, but this place sucks.
I think he was.
What kind of parties are you? So he's partying with his family or something?
Well, his old friends from Team 10 that live there, you know how they were childhood friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I still don't understand though. I feel like why don't you just fly them out to LA and then have? I mean, if you're gonna have a COVID party, do it in a place that's kind of fun, not in Ohio.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I feel like he did it because he thought he could just hide there and still party. And
he probably was like, well, nobody lives in this place anyway, so I can have a party here and be fine. But little does he know.
It cracks me up people on Twitter that are like, oh, what the heck? It's yeah, this is the 15th time he's done it, guys. Let's not pretend that any of us are surprised by this.
Yeah, it's old news at this point. But it's funny because he's probably oh, it's whatever, it's Ohio, nobody lives here. And then you go and check the graph and it's there's 10,000 cases a day right now in Ohio.
God.
And it's
let's
and he's
party.
Yeah, let's have a party. Let's just...
Who wants to party with Jake Paul too, bro? I'm sorry, but if somebody was hey, I'm going to Jake Paul's party, I'd be you have fun, dog. I'm good.
I was going to say, you have fun. He's probably a party animal, bro.
Yeah, there's probably going to be allegedly mountains of, flour that's not flour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of sugar. Yeah, some sugar.
Some sugar, bro. Jake Paul really likes to sniff sugar, I'm guessing. It just seems
it's a weird thing.
Yeah, no,
most people don't sniff. Yeah, exactly. He definitely gives off big sugar sniffer vibes.
Yeah, allegedly. We don't. Obviously, I don't know him. I've never. Been
Right.
We're not saying he sniffs sugar.
That's why I said he gives off the vibes. I'm not saying it's true, but the
FBI raid, dude.
Yes.
Right. Oh my God.
Remember those first
I completely
2
forgot
days?
about that.
There was 2 days after he got raided, nobody knew what had happened, and there was rumors that he was the kingpin of some drug dealing.
Yes, and I was bro.
Triangle.
Dude, it wouldn't even surprise me though. That's the worst part. If he actually was I wouldn't even. I'd be well, normal Jake Paul things, I guess.
Right. Just Jake being Jake.
It doesn't make. I mean, at this point, I don't know what I could rule out. I feel like anything with that guy is just normal at this point.
Yeah, anything is possible with Jake Paul.
It could come out tomorrow that he has he kidnapped somebody, and I'd be oh well, that makes sense. It's Jake Paul.
Nah, for real. I'm just waiting to see what he's planning on for 2021.
He's probably got some big goals on his
gonna
2021
fight.
list.
He's gonna fight somebody impressive that nobody sees coming.
Eventually.
And
do you think he's gonna win though?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's got $50 million to fight Conor McGregor secured, and apparently he's offering Dylan Danis $1 million to fight him as well. So, I don't know, man.
Dude, he straight up is just becoming an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
At this point.
He's not even a YouTuber anymore, bro. He's just straight up becoming a fighter.
And if Jake Paul happens to win for some reason a fight against an MMA fighter, bro, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, it's over. The internet's going to break in half.
It's low-key such a smart move to just you know, like, because he's kind of like using the fact that everybody hates him and wants to see him lose to his like advantage. Because everyone's like, oh man, dude, Jake's gonna get his, you know, he's gonna get his ass beat, bro. I'm gonna go and watch this. I'm gonna go pay for this to watch this fight.
Yeah, even
and then
if
Jake
he
makes
does
money.
lose, he's gonna
Right.
like. Make
So it's
a
like-
crap ton of money.
He's
Right.
kind of a genius for, you know, putting that whole like thing to use. Because it's one thing to just let the whole internet hate you and just sit there, but he's like actually like making money out of it, which is, you know, I don't like Jake Paul, but I gotta give him respect for that from a business standpoint. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I will say too, bro. Like Jake Paul leaked this message on the 20th, I think, basically where Dylan Danis ignored his DMs, where he was saying like, you know, I'll offer you $500,000 to $1 million to fight me. And then 2 days later, Dylan Danis posted a screenshot of him arguing with Logan Paul. And it's like, bro, like,
I was gonna say,
don't
come
ignore
on.
the fact that you
Don't-
read that message and didn't reply. Like, the one thing I got to give Jake credit at, he's a great troll.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, he's good
a
at getting in
baiter
your
for
head.
Sure. Like he's always got it down when it comes to fucking with people, and this I find this kind of funny. Imagine going to his brother, but not going to him and pretending like you never saw it. That's just not possible.
Yep.
Yeah, just like, oh, he was in my requests. I just
Right.
didn't see it, actually.
Yeah, and it says seen. Like, it says that he saw it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Oh,
does. I didn't
man,
even
that's
see
even
that.
worse.
It says seen, yeah.
That's
so-
even worse because you
Come
could
on.
literally unread messages on Instagram, so that just means that he saw it and then didn't unread it and was just like, whatever.
Oh god. So has he hasn't accepted the fight yet, right?
No, I think what's happening is I think they're just going to ignore it. I really do, which
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
is a bad idea because I'm going to be honest. I think Jake Paul can beat up a lot of like non-boxing people. I don't know how he would do against like someone who actually knows what they're doing.
That's why I'm like so
Yeah, but here's the
confused.
thing, right? If he manages to pull it off, oh my god. Like,
Yeah,
Come
if
on.
he manages to
Cool.
fight Conor McGregor, I think Jake Paul gets destroyed. I think it's like brutal.
right.
It's
I don't
horrible.
think,
for
but
sure.
I don't think he's expecting to win against Conor
he just
McGregor.
wants the $50 million.
Yeah,
out of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, he's not trying to go in there and come out as the winner. He just wants to go in there, get his money, and leave, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone already hates him, so it's like, okay, whatever. Just, I guess if I'm going to make a
That's a
fool
good
of
point.
myself, might as well make a bag.
Right.
Yeah,
Same
he's
time.
like, all right, the rap thing's not working out, so I might as well get brain damage at this
Oh, yeah,
point."
I forgot, dude, I forgot he, like, tried to become a rapper
he
for, like,
tried
a
to
month.
rap for a little bit. That
What
was
even-
interesting.
I think he's still posting it. Like, he didn't stop.
Oh, really?
And I'm not going to
Okay.
lie, that Fresh Out of London one definitely was
That
ghost written,
was-
but it's not bad.
It was
Yeah.
pretty hard.
I was gonna say, it's just like all of his new stuff is definitely ghost written, ghost everything, you know.
Yeah, this is the
'Cause
man that made,
You
like,
compare, it's everyday, bro.
it's everyday,
Yeah,
bro.
Right, what?
this is the same man who said it's everyday, bro, with that Disney Channel flow,
No,
and now
for
he's
real.
out.
Yeah, bro, and now he
he's
has
out.
a bar where he says, "Quick trip quick trip for the bag fell asleep on the jet." You're like, okay,
You definitely didn't
hello?
write that,
You didn't
but
write
okay.
that, bro.
It was good, but like, if anyone said he wrote it, they're kind of stupid. There's no way.
We'll see, bro. I don't know. I think the rap thing didn't go as good as he wanted it to, so now he's leaning into the fighting thing more, which isn't a bad idea considering his brother somehow memed his way into a Floyd Mayweather fight. But
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's true. When is that, by the way?
I have no clue. Sometime in February, I think.
Oh, okay.
But next up, I think that's enough Paul Brothers. You guys good? Anything else
Yeah,
anyone
that's
wants to add? So what do you guys think about Joe Rogan leaving? I guess his
He's
fans
leaving?
are pissed. He's on Spotify now. Like he got, remember?
Wasn't that a
country
while
million
ago?
No, but it came into effect. Like now he's not posting his stuff on YouTube.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus! I just started really watching the podcast, so that's kind of whack.
I
don't know.
They still do clips on YouTube, but I do think like what Joe Rogan and I think Spotify don't realize is just how much the YouTube algorithm like helped him stay relevant because it was just always in people's recommended.
Oh yeah, all the time.
But like, does he really need to stay relevant when Spotify's paying him $100 million a year or whatever?
No. I want to clarify before we talk about this. Joe Rogan wins because he got $100 million. I'm saying this is
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
Spotify's gonna look stupid. in a couple
Really
years.
stupid.
I really think that. Because I love Joe Rogan, and I don't blame him. I think if someone offers you $100 million contract, you take it. Like, I'm going to be completely transparent. Tomorrow, if Spotify came to me and said, you can never post another YouTube video, but here's $10 million, see me on Spotify, y'all. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think anyone would do that if you, unless
like,
you're like...
You're talking about I'm able to take care of my family forever.
Right.
You know?
For the rest of my life.
Yeah,
And
that's
Joe
like,
Rogan got $100 million.
Like,
dude,
like,
he could literally just take that $100 million and only do the bare minimum in the contract, and he'd be like fine for the rest of his life, no matter what happens. Like, that's secure money.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he was already set for life by a mile, but like now it's like,
this just threw him
dude,
in
I
there.
don't, who cares what you think, dude? I have $100 million now, man. I'm gonna take it easy.
Yeah.
I don't
and
care about YouTube.
I will say, like, I understand the fans' outrage when they're like, man, I like listening on YouTube. But some of these comments that are like, Spotify sucks, go back to YouTube. It's like, he has 100 million reasons
I just
not
don't
to
think
do that.
I don't think these people, and I think for me at least, like, and I think from us, we see it from like a business YouTuber content creation perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they
if
take
somebody
it-
came to us with that same thing, we'd all of
we'd
us
be
would be
gone.
like,
Well,
right.
I also think this is something people forget too about like platforms. You got to understand, YouTube would screw me over if they could. Like,
yeah.
YouTube doesn't have any loyalty to Joe Rogan, so why does he doesn't owe them? Like, I think people forget that I'm a creator on a multi-billion-dollar platform that does not care about me.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
and at any moment, you could just be like snapped
Right.
off the platform.
Yeah.
You know,
Disappear.
like nothing ever happened.
You know, I love my job. I'm lucky as hell. But, like, yes, the idea of having a guaranteed, like, hey, I'm even saying, bro, like, if a TV company came to me and said, hey, will you tell story times on our, like, streaming service? Sure. Because, like, the idea of having, I know that I'm going to be, like, I don't know if I'm going to get paid from YouTube next month. I think I will. I'm pretty sure I will, but, like, I don't know.
I was gonna
You
say,
know what I
we're
mean?
all hoping so.
Like, remember when
Yeah.
Fainted got terminated out of nowhere?
Yes, just out of nowhere.
Wimmy too.
Yep, we're talking, like, and these are like million sub channels. These aren't tiny channels.
Yeah.
Right,
And he
these
got it back, but for 48
Right.
hours, bro, his channel was gone.
Right. He thought he was done.
And it's never with like a warning or anything. It's always just straight up gone.
Just
Like, you just
gone.
Yep.
wake up in the morning, you're like, can't wait to
Nope.
go make some
Yep.
videos today. You
Yep.
go on YouTube and your channel is like gone, and you're like,
no
oh,
channel.
You know,
like, nice.
I love YouTube. I don't plan to leave. I'm just saying, like, people seem mad at Joe Rogan, and it's like, what did you
They
want
really
him to do?
shouldn't be.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and it's like like I said before, you know, like we see it from this perspective, but these people who like don't really understand it in the same way, they just see it purely from like a consumer, you
I
know.
was gonna say they take it
Like,
so personally. It's a
They
personal
see
thing
it on a
now.
very surface level thing. They're like, it's like a personal inconvenience, but they don't really see
Right.
like, oh, if I was getting offered $100 million by Spotify to switch platforms, yeah, I'd do the same thing, you know. But they're seeing it like, oh, my content creator is leaving platform I watch content on, bad kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it's. I think I don't think all the outrage is that like dumb, because there
Well,
is
no,
some things like
it is annoying.
Spotify
It's-
has been
right.
censoring him a little bit. Like, you can just tell he doesn't have the same guests on. You know, the episodes that are missing on Spotify just so happen to be like controversial people. You know what I mean?
Aw.
Like, it's like, I understand why people are pissed. I get it. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can't watch it on YouTube. I just
Yeah,
think
no.
like people that are like, oh, screw Spotify. It's like, dude. It's complicated. It's a little more complex
I was gonna say
than
there's
just like,
so much more than that.
yeah, it's just a little more complex than that.
But it does suck that he's getting censored on Spotify. That's kind of whack.
Yep.
I enjoy listening to controversial people speak because I know when they say something and the internet's just not gonna like it.
Dude.
It's like a ticking time bomb.
Right, dude.
Yeah. All right. This next topic we might get some backlash for, boys.
Oh.
but
Oh,
we
no.
gotta talk about it. So,
Oh, no.
Dixie D'Amelio is making music, and I want to clarify that I think she has a good voice. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have heard her music.
I think I heard her one song.
I heard
almost every single one of her songs is about like sadness and depression, and I understand. I get it. People are sad. I'm a YouTuber. I've been sad. You know, I've never like said this on a channel before. Like, I take antidepressants. Like, I've been sad. That being said, in the music video, bro, she has like this stuff in it. You're famous because of your sister. I know. Like, it's like.
All right, listen. Chill out a little bit. Oh my god, that's kind of cringe. I can't lie to you.
Like, listen, I understand people feel, you know, but it's like sometimes I don't want to be happy.
It's like,
It's like, okay. And then did you hear
Have you heard the one song where she's like, and one day, I was really, 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 really sad. And that's like literally one of the lyrics, the deep lyrics.
That's the whole bar.
She just was like, I need more syllables to fill up this bar. I'm just gonna say really, 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 really sad.
Dude, and here's the thing, like, she has a good voice, so I don't know who's like who's like being like whitelisting these like songs. Like, somebody has to be signing off on them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
And it's like, listen, Dixie, if you're watching this, get a ghostwriter, dog, because your voice is good, but I was really, 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 really sad is not a bar. Like, it's not a banger,
It's
dog.
not a bar.
She's like, man, she sounds like she just spent like 15 minutes writing the lyrics, and she was just like, something sad. I was really, 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 really sad. There we go. Boom, done.
Dude,
Now
and I
see
think
why you
like
said.
the D'Amelios have this problem where like they just automatically are like, if you criticize my sister, then you're not a fan of mine. Like, that's what Charli D'Amelio was saying, and it's like,
Yeah.
listen, we're not saying she can't be sad, bro. It's just
Right.
like, imagine if all of a sudden like I was started, you know, making videos just like reading slam poetry that was garbage. And like anytime anyone was like, dog, this is kind of cringe, like you and Bumpkin were like, do not speak foul of the beast. Like,
His slam
come on, bro.
poetry is fire.
Like, if
Watch.
I ever upload a video where I'm like, thou shalt not be smiling now, like
feel
bully
like-
me, like, it's
I was
okay.
gonna say,
Like,
me
I
and Dom
give
would
you
walk in the
permission,
room and
bro.
tell you, like,
Dude, I hate when people use that defense. Like, how would you feel if someone made fun of your music? And I'm like, yeah, people do, bro. Like, it's fine. It is what it is, man. I
That's
don't
the
know what you
internet.
do.
It's like, you can't expect every single person on the internet to never criticize you, especially when you're as big as the D'Amelios. It's like,
right. It's
people are
unrealistic.
gonna be critical, and like, you have to just accept that. You can't expect everybody to just always be praising you every move. Like, you know, it's unrealistic.
Nah, for real.
And to be like, oh, well, if you don't like my sister's music, then you're not a real fan. It's kind of
Right.
stupid.
You're not a fan of mine. No, your sister's music just isn't
Like,
it.
maybe, just maybe, you guys are actually not right this time, and not 100% right all 100% of the time. And maybe, just maybe, your sister's music is kind of cringe. You ever think about that?
Like, listen, I think all of us will admit, like, sometimes a sad song bangs. No one is denying that. But it's like, okay, Dixie, you've made 3 songs, and 3 of them are about how sad you are. It's like
you gotta switch it up at some point.
at some point, you kind of gotta, like, make
something.
something else, because this
Yeah.
is just, especially because
I don't-
while yes, you might be struggling, and there's nothing wrong with like successful people struggle, you do have to be aware of the fact of, like, you know, even for myself, bro, like, I'm sad, I'm still lucky as hell, and it like
Right.
pretending that I'm not doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. Being
I
sad
mean-
is ridiculous in the position we're all in.
I don't think that making sad songs is like a bad thing over and over. Like, if you're gonna only make ever sad songs, I don't really think that that's a bad thing, because there's plenty of like famous people who were rich and famous and did that. Like, you know, I mean, like,
fair.
obviously,
That's fair.
like,
I
you know, like I'm not gonna compare them to Juice WRLD and Lil Peep, but you get what I mean. Like, all those guys
No,
ever
I
did was
get
make sad songs, and they were also rich and famous.
But here's, I think, the difference. Which one, like, Juice WRLD is you know, talking about like his addictions and stuff.
No, that's what
Dixie
I
is
was.
like,
That's what I was
"One
about to say.
day,
That's
one
exactly what I was about to
day,
say.
I was
really,
gonna
really,
say,
yeah.
really sad.
No, I was about to say that's the difference. Is they all make sad songs, but if you're gonna make sad songs over and over and over and over, at least have them like be a little bit more
Make them
like
topical.
Like topical or a little bit like I don't want to say deep because it sounds cringe, but
Linear, something that has
something
like,
other
a
than
story
just
behind
hey,
it.
I am literally just sad, and that's the lyric.
Right.
Is
Dude,
like
or
I'm
like-
so sad. It's like
You know, or like I understand that different things make different people sad, but like in the music video, she has this shot that says, "I'm famous because of your sister. I know." And it's like, are you really complaining about being one of the most famous people in the world right
she's
now?
really like, man, I'm so sad that I'm famous. That's like
Right,
what you just
because of
said.
my sister.
Like, who
Thanks,
cares?
Charlie.
Who cares why you're famous? You're famous.
Right,
That's all that
famous.
matters.
And listen, is it a lot of pressure? Probably. But like, it's kind of weird to be complaining about the fact that your sister got you famous while making a music video that's gonna get a lot of views because your sister made you famous. Like,
Right.
it's just a weird, like, okay.
It's like you don't have too much to complain
Right.
about. You can make
You know-
the sad songs. Don't pretend like you're
no,
less
and I
awful.
can't like, and I think if I was like in her position and I was always getting told, oh, you're only famous because of your sister. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably get annoyed by that too. But that's just not the way to go about it, like at all.
gonna
You know what I
say.
mean? It's
Just
like
take it and move on.
exactly. Just accept the fact that like, yeah, okay. I mean, she probably did play a part, and I also did things that contributed to my own success. But I'm not gonna like make a song like 4 songs in a row crying about it. You know what I mean? It's
Right,
just because I'm
exactly.
still famous. At the end of the day, I'm still rich. I'm still famous. There's nothing's gonna change that. So why complain?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, or like, I think especially, I think people are a lot more sensitive just this year. Like, a lot of people, like, their parents are both out of work, dog. Like, you know, they've been, this year has been
Yeah,
the worst year of
it's
their
been a
lives.
tough
And, like,
year.
Dixie D'Amelio moved to LA and is living in a mansion and is like, I'm sad. Like, I understand she's sad. I'm not saying she doesn't have the right to be
Right.
sad, but it's just self-awareness a little bit about what
Yeah,
the rest
just
of
be
the
a
country-
little
like,
bit grateful.
Get out of yourself
Yes.
for a minute. Look
Yes.
at
Like-
where you are.
Like, sure, you're getting said, people are telling you that you're only famous because of your sister. Okay, yeah, that kind of sucks. But the whole entire world is going through a pandemic right now, and in like a horrible, like a
And
lot of people
she
are
got-
having
she got the
are in
good
an
end.
economic crisis, and you got 100 million followers. Your sister got 100 million followers in a year, and you moved to LA into a mansion. I think you had a pretty good year.
She got
despite
the good flip of the year out of
Yeah.
a lot of fucking people.
Like,
So,
even if you think you didn't have a great year, I mean, come on, that's pretty
Yeah,
solid.
right.
Especially
agree.
compared to like what other people in America are going
pretty
through right
solid, dude. People during a normal year don't even do that. That's like insane for
No, yeah.
2020.
now. Yeah, so you don't really have the right to be complaining.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Our next topic. You ready?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Dream Response?
Nope.
I did.
What did
I
you
think
think
I watched
Tom?
XUC react to it.
What did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I wish I think he just, I don't know if this really would have been possible, but I wish he just replied or like provided more like concrete evidence instead of just all these like mathematical equations saying how this is like, it's, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that's the worst part about it with Minecraft and speedrunning and stuff like that. It's really hard to do that,
Yeah.
especially the way he went about it.
I understand that it's like kind of hard to prove, but I just wish it was more of than just like 30 minutes of I hired this guy and he says that it's actually not that unlikely because this million trillion number and this million trillion number and blah, 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 and he did that for like 30 minutes. And it's like,
Right.
I mean,
yeah, just show us the folder that proves you weren't cheating, or like the
Right.
recording, and point out like,
Yeah.
okay, yes, this was lucky, but if you look here, like, you know,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
drop
Right.
isn't, like, sure, they pointed out every time I was lucky in this run. Let me show you every time something unlucky would happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But instead,
Something
like I
to
wish it was
count.
more of that.
yeah, but and I guess some guy on Reddit, kind of like who apparently has a doctorate in physics. They haven't verified that, but apparently, right? And this is the guy who helped like say that he was cheating. Apparently, was like talking about the discussion of whether or not like a response, and
Right.
so I guess one of Dream's points was like 1 in a billion events happen every day. Like I got lucky. And he says,
Right. Uh-huh.
you know, sure, that's fair. And I guess repeatedly, in the accusation video, they like accounted for it. Like the math that they did in the accusation video was biased towards Dream, right? So he's like, yeah, we know 1 in a billion events happened. It's still 1 in a trillion, even when we're accounting for that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? And then like, I guess the guy, Dream's argument just had like amateur mistakes. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, God. See? You just can't do that with us, especially at his size. You got to overanalyze with stuff like
I don't
that.
know,
I don't
bro.
know.
I just think like low key. I flip flop back and forth. I really do. I don't really know if he cheated or not. But at this point, it's like you clearly are not saying the truth. That's obvious. Can we agree at the bare minimum about that?
Something
is
adding
fishy.
I just feel like if he wasn't cheating, he would just straight up show like the footage and like do what you said, Ryan. Just like point out stuff that people are criticizing him over and explain how, like, you know, like other than just being like, yeah, I hired this guy who's really smart and he's gonna tell you why it's actually not unlikely. Like, I don't care, dude. I understand that Minecraft is this crazy game that has all these seeds that can be generated and all this different stuff can happen. I know that, but I want to see. You know, like, cause
right. I want to see the footage and I want to see you debunk it. But like, see, the problem with that is most of the argument for saying he did cheat was how lucky he got, and it's kind of hard to prove.
It's kind of hard to prove. Yeah. No, yeah. I think it's just in the whole situation in general is really. It's gonna be hard for it to go either way. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to prove that he didn't cheat, and also pretty much impossible to prove that he did cheat.
Yeah,
it's kind of just like
I think like low key. Like, even Critical is making a video about it, kind of being like, okay, bro, like, come on. Like, come on.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, everybody's kind of at the point where it's like, bro, come on.
And you see how he's like, have you seen how, like, he's commenting on, like, every single commentary video on it?
He'll go to, like, random commentary channels with, like, 1.3K and say some shit, and it'll get more likes than the video did.
Yeah. And, like, he's just, like, obviously hurt by it. Like, people obviously struck a nerve.
Obviously hurt. And I mean, like, listen, if a bunch of people are saying you're cheating and you did it, all right, maybe that does make sense. But you don't have to respond to somebody with 1K, especially at the size you're at.
Well,
and like, you don't have to prove yourself to everybody.
Just say, like, I think his problem is now, if he would have just come out and gone like, yeah, I cheated, it would have been nothing. But now he's doubled down so many times that if he's like, I cheated, he's going to be the laughing stock. Like, everyone's just going to be like, what the hell? And bully him. Because it's just so ridiculous. And then, so like I said, Critical made a video on it. And one of his criticisms, too, was like, Dream hired a Harvard professor. And Critical pointed out, he's like, oh, yeah, well, who was it? You can't tell me because he never said who. He just says, I got a Harvard professor.
Yeah, and have you seen in the video when he, like, got people to, like, say things? It sounded so scripted. Like, you know what I mean?
I gotta see the video now.
There was a part of the video where he's like, my one friend can attest to the fact that I didn't cheat, and then it plays a clip of him being like, I know Dream, and I know that he did not cheat, and I think that everybody gets lucky every once in a while. And then it's like, and that was my friend.
And that was literally it.
Dude, and it's the equivalent of being like, bro, trust me, ask my friend. And then his friend's like, dude, I swear. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. It's like, I don't even know this guy. How am I supposed to, like, why would I trust him?
Bro, you know Danny? You know Danny? Yeah, ask Danny. Ask Danny. I'm a good guy. It's like, I don't know Danny, bro. Like, I don't care.
It's like, I don't want to talk to Danny. Could you just, like, prove it and end the video? Thank you.
Dude, that's the equivalent of, like, somebody being like, I know I am being accused of murder, but here is my mom to say that I would never kill anyone.
Exactly. That's literally what he did. But then the mom is, like, very obviously reading a script. It's not even, like, it's, like, obviously that she might even be lying. So it's just straight up, like, my son did not kill the guy. He is a good person. And the guy's like, see? My mom said it.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm a really good guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, the excuse literally every murderer has made.
Yes, it sounds like in that part, he literally sounds like he just, like, messaged the guy. He's like, okay, can you send me a recording where you say blah, 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 and then he just put it in the video. It's like exactly what that sounds like. I guarantee you that's what he did.
I don't know,
just,
bro. And like, I don't hate Dream. Before the stands comment, I don't think any of us have a weird
none
beef
of
with
us
him. It's just really
No.
obvious he's not being honest. It's just really obvious.
It's too, and it's like, listen, you like the guy, okay, but you can't bias him when shit like this is so obviously sketchy.
I just think it's funny how stands are always so hung up on holding people accountable for everything, but then when they finally have to hold somebody that they like accountable, now all of a sudden it's like,
They're very
why is
hesitant.
everybody attacking him? I don't want to do that, you know? It's like, dude, come on, take your own advice.
I mean, a lot of people stan these people because they're supposedly like, you know,
Like perfect,
what's the
unproblematic
name?
people.
I don't want to say perfect, but definitely unproblematic. They make them seem like they could never do any wrong. People will literally make memes about how they never do wrong, and it's just like, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that just isn't it.
Listen, and if Dream did cheat, I don't care. It's just
Right.
cringe. It's
Just
just
admit it,
cringe
bro.
that you
I
won't
was gonna say,
admit it.
even if you cheated, please say you did.
Dream just gives off those vibes of like the overly competitive kid who just like throws a fit if anyone accuses him of cheating, even if he actually is cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably. Most
Like,
likely.
it's just the fact that he like can't take the idea of somebody like not thinking he's legit for all of his like accomplishments, and even if he's not, he gets super hurt by it, and that's why he's commenting on like everybody's videos and stuff.
It's like, we wouldn't have even been able to think about it like that if he had just not said anything to people. He could have literally
Right.
just ignored this and it
Dude,
would have
he-
disappeared.
Or like, he could have just made a video and gone, you know what? I'm going to be honest. A year ago, I wasn't a big YouTuber. I was kind of desperate for like any clout. I cheated, and it was a mistake, and it won't happen again, and I'm sorry. And it would have been fine, bro. His fans
Yeah.
would have forgiven him.
But now he's deep in this. People are defending him. So if he's wrong, it's not
Yeah, and
going
now,
to go well.
and his fans already get crap. Could you imagine if they looked,
Yes, oh
if
my
he admitted
God.
it, they would like, I'm sorry. They
couldn't
couldn't
say
stand
anything.
him at that point because it's like, bro,
they
they've been
literally they get like
defending you.
ratioed by replies after like in every tweet would be like
Yeah,
one
and
like
they've
and
been
like
going
15
to
replies.
war for this dude. They have been going to
They have
war
been
for this
defending
man.
him to
Yeah,
the
I mean, 'cause
highest
not-
degree.
Because not only are people on him right now about the speed run, they're like attacking him because his merch looks like trash and it's like $50 for a
bad?
t-shirt.
I mean, listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
is the
I
merch
just
bad?
think
I wanna
merch
see
is
it.
hard because like designing a good shirt is harder than people think.
Merch is
Yeah, but,
difficult. 'cause
dude,
you have to make it
he
look nice
slapped he slapped a smiley face on a plain sweatshirt and charged like $80 for it.
$80.
Or it's like 60 or 70. Yeah, it's like expensive, and it just is like a literal smiley face.
Yeah, like
80?
I do most of the designs myself, or like just get an artist to do it. So I try to keep my merch like lower priced because I know that like it's not a professional, super
Yeah.
high tier
Right,
design.
right.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean that's understandable, but like he's pricing this stuff at like there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with making your merch simple and having a simple design, but
Right.
don't charge like $50 for like
see.
a
Let me
t-shirt
see.
if it just has a smiley face on it.
Yeah, that's just,
I $40 for a
Oh, it's
hoodie
at
with
40.
a smiley
I
face.
think he
is a
changed
little
it.
Silly. Yeah,
I
he
think he
lowered
had
it.
to change
Did he
it.
lower it?
He might have. I still
if it
think
was
it's too
80,
expensive.
it's not 80 anymore.
I don't think it was 80, but I think it was.
Oh.
I still think it was just. It's too expensive for what it is, in my
Too
opinion.
expensive.
I will say I'm looking at his Teespring store right now, and I use Teespring, you know, and all I will say is that let me double check before I sound stupid, just to be fair. Yeah, he has his Teespring stuff priced about the same as mine, and I priced
Okay.
mine pretty fair on Teespring. I don't know if that's
Okay.
different than his store. He might have changed it, but it seems fair. Because I can, you know what? I'll disclose this right now. I only make like $4 a shirt, and his prices are the same as mine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but your designs are like better. Like they look at like
That's
how
fair.
much like.
There's a lot more to offer. In
Like
your
it's very
designs.
obvious that you like hired somebody to make like a cool design, like that haha one. You know, like
Yeah.
it's obvious that there's effort that went into it. It sounds like he just ripped his logo, cut out like the rest, and put the smiley face and slapped
put
it
the
on
smiley
there and
face
charged
on.
like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of ridiculous in my opinion.
I
I don't know.
That's fair.
People like it, and I guess it's working for
But
him.
yeah, I mean, I guess if people are buying it, then
Right.
props to him.
Yep.
Boom. You
I
did it.
personally think if you're buying that, you're kind of stupid. But hey, whatever,
I was
it's your
gonna
money.
say that's-
Dude. It'd be like that. Okay, this is our last topic, just because, we're going to do a shorter show today because we're recording. What day is it?
Today is Saturday, I think.
It's a Saturday. Oh, you are getting blessed. Okay. We'll do another episode Tuesday because we've been out of practice.
Today's Sunday.
Yeah, today's Sunday. Today's
Sunday. Oh my god, I never know what day it is. Anyways, I guess 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗡 ended up getting botted 3 million followers, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Twitch had a huge problem yesterday. I guess like a bunch of people gained like 1 million followers in a day.
Jesus Christ.
3 million? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and like streamer of the year, like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 only got 200,000 followers on Twitch this year. Like, and then these people all got like millions in 24 hours.
Nope, seems legit.
I almost wonder if this was like advertising for one of the bots. You know what I mean? To be like, oh yeah, we were the people that gave 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 3 million followers.
Nah, for real. But
did they ever find out like who was behind it or whatever, or like
I don't know, bro. I don't know. All I will say is
that's a lot of bots.
I've never seen a platform self-destruct as hard as Twitch currently is, bro.
No, it's on its knees right now. I don't know what they're going through, but
yeah, because first they right now you guys know about the whole thing where they like banned simp and incel and
and virgin.
And then
virgin,
the usage of the word spiked like 300% in the days after.
Yeah, dude. When me and Bumpkin were streaming, did you have to like unmod a guy, or were you joking?
Dude, I unmodded him, but I was
Bumpkin had to unmod a guy because he said simp in the
he
chat.
Said simp, and I really didn't want to get banned, so I was like, I have to unmod you.
Like that's how this is the point that it's gotten to, because I was on there and I was like, guys, don't say the S word, and then everyone was like simp, and I was just like, oh,
yes, but stop,
guys, don't say that. You know what? You can comment simp on this YouTube video because our platform's not run by a bunch of incels, dog.
Dude, it's making YouTube look not too
No,
bad.
and did you also see they added a thing, like I don't know if this was recently or a little while ago, but they added a thing where if you read over like the new Twitch rules, and there's like I had it in like fine print, and they said like making remarks about how people's success may only be derived from like payment from Twitch staff or like something like that. Like it was very obviously aimed at protecting people from attacking Twitch staff. You know,
Twitch staff, you're fat losers. What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Dang.
And I'm still gonna go to TwitchCon next year. I'm gonna walk in, look you in the eyes, get my badge, and I'm still gonna know you're a bitch and you won't do anything.
Yes, sir.
What you gonna do about it, dog? Nothing.
Like it's just so funny how they're all just like, don't call me a virgin, please.
Yeah,
right.
Like instead of being
don't.
like, dude, I don't care because I'm married. They're like, stop it.
Right.
Oh
So
yeah, bro.
please don't
Fine,
do
if you want to
that.
call me a simp, then I'm gonna ban the word.
We're gonna ban the entire word.
They really put simp and incel on like the equivalent of like it's on the same level as the N-word now on Twitch.
N-word
Oh
right now.
my god, yo,
It is on
how's
the
that make
same
you
level as
feel,
the N-word.
Pumpkin?
Dude. That's
Oh
an
no, you know what?
interesting question.
They actually did make it so now that if you say the N-word in Twitch chat, it automatically gets deleted. Finally, I don't know why they didn't
It took
think to
them
do that
way
sooner.
too
Not
long
a
to do
thing.
that.
No, that they
took them way
banned
too
simp
long to
before
do
they
that.
did that.
They did,
Yes,
and no one was like, "Huh? Can we do this same? Like, can we like?"
I'm sure people have been
completely
asking for it,
blacklist?
but they didn't think to ban the N-word in chat until after they banned simp and incel.
The
It's
reason
like,
I have
dude,
a
this
problem
platform,
with that,
they need to get their priorities straight,
right?
man. It's
I have
insane.
an issue with that too because it's like, dog. The thing is with that, they made a big ass deal when 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 said it on his stream and banned him for a while. So it's like you
Hey
can't.
guys, let's not forget you can't discriminate against deer people though. So it's
Deer
all
people.
good.
Oh,
Remember
right.
that?
Don't discriminate
God. Oh
against
my
the deers,
God.
though, right? Against the deer people. Don't discriminate against them. God. It
Dude,
took
have you
way
seen the
too
one
long.
clip of like that deer person getting like petted or whatever, and they're like making weird
Yes, they were
noises?
Yeah, they're
making
like,
it was
"Ah!"
on
Yeah.
stream.
so.
I had to stop watching it. I couldn't finish that video. That was nasty.
It was actually so
That's
terrifying.
one of those videos where if somebody walked in while you were watching it, you would have to be like, it's not what it looks like. Like,
Right. It's
please,
just like,
I could
it's
explain.
really not as weird.
Yeah, you're better off just like literally going on the hub and just pulling up a video there and being like, that'd probably be easier to explain than watching
that. Would be a
that.
lot easier at that
Like,
point.
like,
If one of you guys
why are
walked
you
in
watching
and
this deer girl get pet and mown?
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
what is
for
going
real.
on?
I feel like
in
I'd
this
much
room?
rather get caught watching porn than that at this point.
Like I'd straight up
That's such
literally
a-
just be like, all right, you know what? I might as well just pull up the hub.
Just pull it up. Just like try your best not. Like, it was so weird because when it happened, did she turn out to be a troll? I can't even remember.
I don't remember.
No.
All
I
I
don't
will
think
say,
so.
bro, is like, listen, because I know some people are gonna comment like, why are you making fun of it? It's like, because she like, listen. Oh, and actually, I'm getting some crap right now for making fun of a guy who was on a TLC show too. So I'm just gonna say this now to address it all in one go. If somebody does something publicly on the internet, inviting people to watch or on TV, they're fair game. I don't know why that's controversial, bro.
Right, I don't understand it either. Like, it's literally them inviting you to say just about anything you want to them.
I don't really think that
Can't
like
fucking-
it's a problem. Like if you want to be a deer person, go ahead.
Right,
but
be
like
a deer person, but you're gonna get made fun of. It's the
right,
internet.
some people are gonna joke about you, and especially if you're like doing the things that they did, where like because didn't she literally work at like Twitch? Like,
Yeah, she
the
said
whole-
Yeah.
basically, I'm going to ban all of you. Like, I don't care. I'm a Twitch mod. I can do whatever I want. And so
Yeah.
people were
That's
like,
why she
okay.
got
like
shit.
if you're gonna do that, then like sorry, but you can't expect to say things like that and just not get any
And not
sort of
get
backlash.
destroyed.
On top of that, if you're like a deer person, yeah, you're gonna get like
You're gonna get
ridiculed,
bullied.
dude.
It's
I'm
like,
sorry.
it may be unfair, but like no one's holding anybody on the internet accountable. Like, you just gotta
Yep.
kind of
Bro, the
deal
same
with it
way
your own
I would
way.
expect people to like most normal people not on the internet would see that I play like 40 hours of video games a week and make fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that. And that's just is what it is. Go for it.
I was
It is
gonna
what
say,
it
but
is, bro.
dude, like, I do it.
Or like if people, you know, or they meet me in real life and they're like, "Oh, I don't like your Scrubby channel. You're a douche and I don't want to be your friend." I'm like,
It's like,
"Okay.
don't be my friend.
Yeah.
All right."
please.
Like,
You know,
all right,
I
man.
don't threaten. I'm not like, I'm gonna get you banned
Right.
from YouTube for saying
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna ban you from my channel.
I'm calling Susan right now.
I'm gonna make sure you never succeed on YouTube if you ever try to start a channel. You will be blacklisted.
Also, don't call me a
man.
simp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Right,
don't
but don't
call
call
me
me
a
a simp.
virgin or I might cry.
Or an incel. I just really hate those words.
Yeah, don't call me
Really do that.
anything. Don't even look at me.
Right, don't look at me. Don't interact with me. I'm too afraid of what you're gonna say.
And only pee in the sink.
And only pee in the sink. That's
Wait, what?
it's
Okay.
it's a house thing. You gotta be there, Tom.
Bro, you would
Oh,
have to be
actually,
there for the
I think
show.
I did see some tweets about that.
Oh,
insane.
you probably did.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the podcast. You were done.
Yeah, so on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Skuffed Cast. You can make sure to go follow all of our social medias. You can check out the Clips channel. I will not forget to promote that this time. Check out the Clips channel where we post a lot of cool clips of us talking about cool stuff from the podcast. And follow us on Twitter at ScuffedBoys. Subscribe to all of our channels, and we'll see you all in the next one.
And
Peace,
stand
peace.
Dark
Jeez.
Dom, but not until he
Stand
gets
Dark
good
Dom.
internet. Until he
Yeah,
gets good
not until I get.
Yeah.
Until then, keep me on a leash. But now, yeah,
Right.
when I
For
do,
now, stand him in
stand
the
time,
future.
baby.
He's on thin ice right now. We're gonna take him back
Yeah.
to the gulag and beat him now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. All right, see you guys.
Later.